Now, the man who will become the first official British astronaut has been unveiled. Former Army officer Major Tim Peake will take part in a mission to the International Space Station in November 2015. He'll carry out groundbreaking research during his 6-month mission. And earlier, I spoke to the father of two, and I began by asking him his reaction to being chosen.
Yeah, it's a fantastic development. I'm absolutely delighted. I found out late last week that I'd been assigned to this long-duration mission, so it's wonderful news.
Is this a childhood dream come true for you?
It is really. It's a childhood dream followed by a long career in aviation, and for the last 5 or 6 years of my career in aviation I was a test pilot, which brought me closer to the space industry. So that really has culminated in my selection today for this mission.
Okay, so what will you be doing when you're up there, and what are you most looking forward to seeing?
It was clearly the thing I'm most looking forward to seeing is planet Earth. There's now a wonderful observation window on board the space station called the cupola, which is Earth-facing, and the astronauts get a fantastic view of planet Earth, and that's where a lot of the images that we see taken from the space station, they're taken from that cupola. As to what I'm going to be doing on the space station, well, it's there as a research laboratory, so science is the primary objective of this mission, and that will take up most of my time.
And you have to be physically very fit, don't you? How are you going to get ready for that?
Yeah, you do have to be physically fit and also to maintain your fitness during your mission. That's the more important thing, because the body loses about 1% of bone mass every month and also muscle mass. And so we exercise for 2 hours a day on board the station in order to try and stop the body from degenerating too much. And at the moment I have a good physical fitness regime of about 4 to 5 sessions per week.
Wow. Now, of course, you're married, you've got 2 young sons. How hard is it going to be for you to be away from them for so long?
It is going to be tough. Family separation is always tough, and there's going to be a lot of that coming up in the next 3 years. But it's something we're also as a family familiar with my previous career in the military, and they are absolutely delighted that I've got this assignment, and they'll be following it closely with me.
Do you ever worry about your safety, or more to the point, does your wife ever worry about your safety?
I think she gave up worrying quite a while ago. Again, previously I was a test pilot flying on some reasonably high-risk missions as well. So we're used to that environment, and also used to the fact that all the good training that I get is fantastic at mitigating that risk.
And now we've seen you tweeting pictures of Crazy Monkey, one of your son's little monkey toys. Is Crazy Monkey coming with you to space?
Well, Crazy Monkey might take up a bit too much room. It might have to be something smaller and inflatable or something, but I'll certainly be thinking long and hard about the personal items I take up with me.
Now, we've had an awful lot about Commander Chris Hadfield recently, and he's done a huge amount to raise awareness of space. How will you follow in his footsteps?
Yeah, he's certainly going to be a very tough act to follow. He did an outstanding job in reaching out to everybody, really, worldwide. And the photographs that he started with, and obviously his musical capabilities as well, entertaining us with that and with great scientific videos. I think what he's done is brilliant, and I hope to continue in his footsteps, really, in reaching out in terms of scientific experiments, getting the young people of today interested in microgravity research, and asking them to help, really, with their ideas of what they want to see performed on board the space station.
And can you sing on a lighter note? How are you with the guitar?
I wouldn't inflict my singing on anybody. I do actually play the guitar, and had the privilege of playing with Chris Hadfield just before, a couple of weeks before he launched. I was out in Star City and just outside Moscow with him. But he was playing far better than I was.
So if you were to choose a space song, what would it be?
I'm not sure what song I would choose to sing. I'd have to, again, I'm going to have to think long and hard about my playlist that I want to take up with me.
Well, we're going to be waiting, but you'll be tweeting, will you? Will we be able to follow your travels?
Absolutely, yeah. I'll be tweeting all throughout my training up to the mission, and certainly be tweeting during my mission as well, absolutely.
After this, walking on the moon or walking on Mars, perhaps, for Major Tim, what do you think?
Yes, I mean, we're coming into an exciting period in human spaceflight. We're about to break out of low Earth orbit. We're now looking at missions to asteroids, to the moon, to Mars, etc. So in the 2020s, I think we're going to see some very exciting developments. So who knows what might happen.
Would you like to do that?
I would be thrilled to be involved in one of those missions, yes.
And do you think you might meet anyone up there? Do you believe in aliens and Martians?
I believe in life in outer space in terms of microbiological life forms and microorganisms, rather. But I think actually we're fairly close to perhaps finding past signs of that, maybe on Mars, and even maybe present signs of life. But in terms of finding intelligent life forms, I think we're still quite a long way away from that.
OK, well, the best of luck, and thank you for talking to us tonight, Major Tim. Thank you.
You're welcome.